Coming up next, more condo owners face dropped coverage. Tonight, we're hearing from Farmers Insurance.
We're working for you after squatters take over an apartment with drugs, violence, and weapons.
The little city that could is starting to strut her stuff. San Marcos turns 60.
And a look back at the life of the iconic Raquel Welch and the career that started right here at our station. CBS 8 News Live at 6 starts now.
More condominium owners are coming forward telling us their farmers insurance policies are being canceled due to wildfire risk. The latest, a 115-unit complex in Scripps Ranch. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. Tonight, for the first time, we are hearing from Farmers Insurance. As CBS 8's David Gottfredson reports, some HOAs are considering changing their bylaws so individual condo owners can carry their own property insurance.
Our total premium went from $50,000 a year to almost $800,000 a year.
Condo owner Dave Sloat is talking about the master property insurance policy on the Village Woods complex in Scripps Ranch that Farmers Insurance did not renew in November due to wildfire risk. The $32 million policy covered exterior damage to the entire complex. A replacement policy cobbled together on the secondary market could now cost each condo owner an additional $500 or $600 per month.
In addition to our premium going up by 16x, our deductible has gone from $10,000 per incident to $250,000 per incident.
Because of the higher deductible on the replacement policy, the HOA is going to have to use its own reserves to pay for this damage. That happened last month when 2 eucalyptus trees fell, destroying 2 garages. But it's the wildfire risk that's to blame. As CBS 8 has reported over the past 2 weeks, Farmers Insurance recently dropped policies on 338 condo units in Rancho Bernardo, 240 units in Mira Mesa, and 320 condo units in Tierra Santa. Combined with 115 units in this Scripps Ranch complex, more than 1,000 homeowners are now looking for affordable insurance. Farmers Insurance won't comment on individual policies, but emailed CBS 8 a statement saying, quote, "Similar to other insurers in the state, we regularly review our market exposure and make adjustments as necessary to appropriately manage risk."
We're looking into private insurance, but there's a problem there with walls that are shared with other residents.
Condo owner Mike Colmenero says he's already pricing out policies to cover his own condo, but changing to individual coverage will require changes to the HOA bylaws, requiring a 2/3 vote of all condo owners in the Scripps Ranch complex.
The bottom line is we're getting screwed by the insurance companies, and our local representatives and elected officials don't seem to want to do anything to help us.
Now we're out here live in Tierra Santa tonight because the owners of the Via Monterey complex are being asked to cast ballots to change their bylaws, not only to make it so they have to pay for their own homeowners insurance for each individual condo, they're also being asked to approve a $7,200 special assessment for each and every condo owner, and that has to be approved by a majority vote.
David, that's $600 a month. That is a lot of money, man. Okay, any progress at this point by state lawmakers on a long-term solution to this condominium insurance crisis we're looking at?
State Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara says it's a top priority of his to expand condo complex insurance, but still no word tonight from his office whether he's going to go along with 18 state legislators who are requesting that he raise the maximum on the state safety net insurance plan called the FAIR Plan. Still no word from him tonight.
Condo owners need some insurance answers quickly. David Gottfredson reporting for us live. Thanks, David. Some breaking news out of El Paso, Texas right now, where multiple police agencies are responding to reports of a shooting at a mall. This is happening at the Cielo Vista Mall. We're following the El Paso Sheriff's Twitter account at this point. So far, no victims have been confirmed. People are being warned to stay away from the mall at this point. But some news agencies online are reporting one person has been killed and 3 others have been taken to the hospital. This has not been confirmed by police or the Sheriff's Department, but we will bring you any new details as we get them. Today, a South Bay janitor pleaded guilty to secretly filming more than a dozen women in a school restroom. It happened at Bayside STEAM Academy in Imperial Beach. As part of the plea deal, Freddie McGolan will spend a year behind bars and must register as a sex offender for life. 4 victims talked in court today about how his actions affected their lives. 2 teachers told CBS 8 they left Bayside because of what happened.
An apartment complex in Escondido is being overrun by drugs, violence, and people experiencing homelessness, and nothing is being done. At least that's what the property manager at Cross Creek Apartments told us when she reached out to us for help. CBS 8's Abby Black is working hard to get answers and is already getting some response from law enforcement.
The property manager says that they had to board up this unit because squatters kept breaking in, but it's next door that's giving them a lot of trouble. They've been trying to get them evicted. It wasn't until they contacted CBS 8, and when we started working for you, the sheriff gave them a call.
Graffiti so graphic we can't show what it says on TV.
Broken windows, broken sliders.
Weapons out in the common area at Cross Creek Apartments in Escondido.
The knives. They leave knives sitting on trash cans.
Property manager Kathy Fox says that they've cleaned up syringes and had to hire a 24-hour security officer who fled Ukraine last year.
I literally feel like I've gone from one war into another.
We were there as people who were told are not on the lease. They were coming and going from the unit. Moments later, maintenance called 911 after a fight.
I have to use the words please and thank you.
Fox says that she's spoken to the tenant through the door countless times.
And I have been trying to get this unit out of here. And I'm still waiting. And I've been waiting since May 2022.
Fox says after the parents in the unit passed away, their son, who was their caretaker, stopped paying rent in March 2022. Since then, police have been called several times.
She says that the police do show up and talk to the troublemakers, but then they drive off and no one's arrested.
A police spokesperson says that they've not been able to prove any crimes have been committed since no eviction notice has been served, and if troublemakers are invited on the property by the tenant, they can't fine anyone for trespassing.
It's unbelievable.
The property manager tells me that she started the process of filing for an eviction in April of last year. I emailed the Sheriff's Department, who handles evictions, to find out what's taking so long.
I notified Channel 8. Ironically, we get a phone call this morning from the Sheriff's Department sharing that we're going to have a lockout, but the date still isn't set.
A sergeant who oversees North County evictions told me that they did not receive the writ for eviction until January, and it will be served.
It's hard. It's very hard. It's super hard. I want nothing but the best for my residents. I want them to be in a safe environment.
Working for you in Escondido, I'm Abby Black, CBS 8.
All right, Abby, thanks. And remember, if you have an issue or concern affecting you or your community, email us at workingforyou@cbs8.com. County Supervisor Nathan Fletcher is getting more support tonight in his bid for state senate. Today, he announced the endorsement of the full San Diego City Council. Right now, all council members are Democrats. Fletcher previously served in the state assembly. He's running for the Senate District 39 seat, currently held by Senator Tony Atkins, who is terming out. We don't know yet who might challenge Fletcher for the seat.
Prime real estate along Mission Bay is undergoing a major environmental cleanup.
The city is demolishing the remaining mobile homes near De Anza Cove after a fight to clean out the area spanned decades. CBS 8's Chris Groh has more on today's demolition from Mission Bay.
This was years in the making, and it was quite a bit of a show here again to be able to actually watch just one of what will be many demolition jobs that will be ongoing here in De Anza Cove, and hopefully again transforming the look both for our eyes but also for the environment. Take a listen. There you go, one of the many mobile homes being demolished. Again, they are still working on a number of other mobile homes, and this is going to take several months to have this project completed. But let's talk a little bit about how it is that we got here. Now, it was several years ago that the city had a lease for this land for housing, but it expired, and people who lived out of those mobile homes on the land, they just left. And some of those mobile homes, they not only had junk left behind, but also potentially asbestos. We also know the vegetation here went wild, the vagrants camped out, graffiti became a common sight, but all that is being cleaned up now. We're actually told that some of those mobile homes that contained that asbestos were actually already taken care of prior to today. And the work that's being done here, this is also being done by the same company that operates Mission Bay RV Resort and Campland on the Bay. That's who we heard from today, as well as Mayor Todd Gloria. They are removing these trailers, cleaning up this area. They're in charge of this project. In exchange, they're going to be allowed to put up 147 campsites, which promise to be affordable and open to the public. But we're also being told that this is going to be a big boom for the environment as well, too.
This is, in many ways, a Herculean task, but we are all rooting for this group, right? We all want to see this be successful. What's going to happen is, again, clearing out this debris in these trailers and to create a more coastal access and an opportunity to enjoy it both as recreation and in a more natural state.
And as you can see right there, that mobile home in our time-lapse video, it does take quite a bit of time in order to actually get the entire structure down. You can see them actually spraying water there as well, too. Of course, we live here in Southern California. Any little bit of spark could potentially be a hazard. So that is why, of course, while they're tearing that down, using that heavy machinery, also spraying it down at the same time. Now, as for when potentially you could see this done, could be the end of the year. The portion of the project that will be complete maybe by the summer would be the improvements to the pedestrian and bike paths, something that people have still been using even with these dilapidated mobile homes still in view and a lot of the growth and all the overrun. So again, there will be improvements, we are being told, made day by day, month by month, but the target end date here for this project scheduled to be by the end of this calendar year. Reporting from Mission Bay, I'm Chris Grohl for CBS 8.
Iconic 60s sex symbol and international film star Raquel Welch has died. According to her family, she was 82.
They say she passed away peacefully this morning after a brief illness. Welch grew up here, graduated from La Jolla High, won local beauty contests, and actually worked here at CBS 8 as a weather presenter. Later that same decade, she took Hollywood by storm, and the rest is history. Coming up new tonight at 6:30, we take a look back at Welch's life, career, and her time here at our station.